Well, the inspiration for the set design was kind of the opera, or the feeling we had, or I had, when we listened to it, when we read it, and it just felt like this needs to be a very abstract space. We wanted to have more like an installation on stage rather than something very concrete. There are like funny parts in it, but it always has this kind of tone to it, undertone somehow. The space we create in the beginning, it just gets destroyed more and more. And we wanted to be that it is free, and you know that they can do it as they feel like with their energy and rip it up, and there's not really a storyline. For me it's kind of, as I read it, for me it's always him being in this kind of nightmare or like a transition of like life and death. You can't really grab it or something. Things appear, disappear, like that scare me, that like make me laugh, and that it switches like this, and you know, like things happen, and you just, when you start this nightmare, you just are there and you don't know what happened before, what's coming after. So you're in this state of mind, and everybody else has a different thought of that. I think this is something we like to keep at least open for the audience to make their own mind. You know, you think you know Don Juan, you know, maybe you've seen Mozart, Don Giovanni, or any other text, you know, in a way, and being with a woman and, you know, seducing them and can't get enough, da-da-da. And with this piece, you kind of look behind the curtain and you see what's really up in his mind, and so that for me was very interesting. So I think I could give that as an interesting thing for the audience. I think Denys as a Don Juan is great. Like, he's very young, but he has so much energy and so much passion, and you can feel all this in the way he acts, the way he sings, and see it in his eyes. It gives this story a bit really of a different angle, because he is young, you know, and maybe you think of a Don Juan as an older person, for example, and that changes a bit also the whole piece, I think. For me it does, anyway.